Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Smart ACE Formula series, where we solve problems from our popular dark side videos using the formula. The Smart ACE formula helps you accelerate your business outcomes by clarifying your goals and empowering your entire organization to succeed in today's complex world.
We'll provide common sense solutions to complex problems, and we can't wait to show you how the formula works. In this video, we'll explore effective meetings with the Smart ACE formula. Our days are consumed with meetings, yet we all know that many of them are ineffective. A few simple tweaks can eliminate that sinking feeling that you get when you receive a new meeting notification. You can accelerate your meetings using two simple techniques: adding a parking lot and invoking the 40-second rule.
I love a good parking lot in a meeting. Who hasn't attended a meeting and walked out saying, "Is that why we were here? I thought it was to discuss this other thing." Meetings can be used for evil purposes, like scanning the invite list to corner someone who's been evading your emails, or realizing half the list could give you an update on another project that you're working on together. A good facilitator will see through these problems and direct people to add these items to the parking lot. The parking lot should be addressed after the meeting. This will keep the group hyper-focused on the purpose of the meeting, leading to outcomes and action items sooner.
We also use the 40-second rule to accelerate your meetings. This idea comes from Mark Goulston, author of Just Listen, who wrote in a Harvard Business Review article on how to know if you talk too much. He said that when someone talks more than 40 seconds, people tend to feel like they're hogging the floor. So be aware. If you know that you tend to be long-winded, find a way to hand off that discussion. Conversely, if you're on the listening end and someone is breaking the 40-second rule, kindly ask the person to wrap up their point or suggest adding further discussion on that to the parking lot.
When it comes to clarifying your meetings, there are two simple but often missed ideas that we utilize. Sending a clear purpose and agenda ahead of time establishes the tone of the meeting and can level set everyone's expectations of success measures for that particular meeting.
First, let's discuss clarifying your purpose. There are dozens of legitimate reasons to hold a meeting, but it doesn't mean you have to cram all of them into a single meeting. So break things up, give your meetings hyper-focus, and state upfront what the purpose is of this particular meeting. If you're bringing everyone together for a brainstorming session, don't you think it would be helpful for the attendees to know that ahead of time so that they can come with their best ideas? If you need people to come together to make an important decision, then set that expectation. We provided some helpful crib notes to help keep you on track. Whatever the purpose is, clarify it, and then keep on track with a structured agenda.
Creating an agenda is so important as it lets people know ahead of time what they should bring and be ready with for the actual meeting. And if people are debating attending or showing up late, leaving early, or just reading the minutes, the agenda helps them make those decisions for how to choose to spend their time. Also, if you have people on your team who are notoriously quiet, the purpose and agenda gives them time to prepare their thoughts. You'll have more effective meetings, giving introverts, deep thinkers, and critical thinkers that space to prepare for speaking or brainstorming sessions.
As an extreme introvert, I have to say I'm not really happy with this agenda. I see that you snuck an icebreaker in there.
You're right. I always sneak them in because I'm such an extreme extrovert. Who doesn't love a good heart-pounding, put-on-the-spot moment where you know you can make a fool out of yourself in front of your coworkers? Just me?
No thanks.
Yeah, icebreakers have invoked fear in countless meeting attendees over the years. Psychological safety is incredibly important in meetings. Participants need to feel safe to give their updates, talk about solutions, ask for help, etc. Setting the tone at the beginning with a moment of fear can create the wrong type of environment. Instead, let's add a collaborative flair to those icebreakers by calling out the expectation in the agenda that we send ahead of time.
Let's talk about how we are empowered with meetings. Mainly, we're in control of our calendar and how we allow our time to be taken.
You own your calendar. You can accept and decline meetings. When was the last time you even contemplated hitting the no or declining Did it. I bet more of us just automatically accept meetings, assuming it's part of our job and we have to be there. I want you to leave this video and go through your meetings. Determine which you really, really need to be in. Be ruthless. Push back on the ones you think you can get away with reading just the highlights. Ask if it needs to be a recurring meeting. See if an asynchronous method may work just as well for the attendees. Your goal is to clean up your calendar where you have a hand picked what you choose to be interrupted with. Don't let others have that power. You are in control of your own calendar.
And you own your meetings. Before you ever hit send on that meeting invitation, determine if this even needs to be a meeting or if an email can suffice. If it's going to be a meeting, clarify the purpose and agenda and decide, is this a one-off or if a recurring meeting is truly necessary?
And if you choose recurring, give it an end date.
Also, spend time thinking about your invite list. Only invite essential people. You can and should distribute important takeaways from the meeting to your wider audience. In the days leading up to a meeting, monitor who accepts or declines. If a decision maker can't be there and the meeting's purpose is to make an important decision, don't waste everyone else's time still holding the meeting. Reschedule it. During the meeting, delegate to someone else the taking of notes, of action items, the parking lot, and minutes so that you can concentrate on being a good meeting facilitator. This means keeping everyone on track to the agenda, utilizing that parking lot, enforcing the 40-second rule, and making sure that the success measures of the meeting are achieved.
The SMART ACE formula emphasizes that you have taken control of your meetings by focusing on A.C.E. The SMART ACE formula helps you accelerate your business outcomes by clarifying your goals and empowering your entire organization to succeed in today's complex world. In today's episode discussing must-have meetings, to accelerate, utilize the parking lot and 40-second rule to provide that hyper-focus on the meeting topic. To clarify why you're in a meeting and the success measures, give each meeting a purpose and set an agenda ahead of time. Empowerment comes from owning your schedule and owning your meetings.
Thank you for joining us today. To hear more about how the SMART ACE formula can help you or your organization, visit us at smartaceformula.com or email us at smartaceformula@gmail.com.